Everyone to pardon interruption. My name is Noah, along with my other panelists, Ryan and Alex, and we're just going to hop right into it today. The first topic we'll be discussing who is the best receiver in the National Football League and why. Ryan, we'll start with you.
I have an underrated take, but really, it comes down to three people: AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill, and well, actually, you know what? No, it's just those two guys. Really, like Tyreek Hill is a very speedy guy. The problem with him is he doesn't have any real height to him, and he has the best quarterback in the game. The AJ Brown, he's on the best team in the game. The Philadelphia Eagles by far. They have a great O line. They have a great defense, and they have a great quarterback in Jalen Hurts, and they have a good receiving core and tight ends too. But the problem with the Eagles is they don't have as good as a running back core as they did last year. If he can have another 1,600-yard season with 15 touchdowns or more, he is the best receiver in the NFL. Like, he proved in time and time again in Tennessee that he came up in clutch situations and came in on near sideline catches that are really hard catches to make. That's why he is the best receiver in the NFL, and he came up in big moments and no one really thought about him as that way. And not only that, he's really young too. Yeah, you could say Justin Jefferson, but everyone says that. Come on now. Give some respect to AJ Brown, the kid from Mississippi.
Alex, what are your thoughts on that? Do you agree? Do you disagree?
I definitely agree. I would definitely have to say Justin Jefferson though, and I know that's probably one of the obvious takes, but I would say with AJ Brown though, he's definitely a top 5 receiver. He was the 4th in receiving yards last year with 1,496. So he's a good number 1 receiver. So I think that I still gotta say Justin Jefferson is probably the best option there for the best receiver in the NFL.
I'm going to respectfully disagree with you both, and I'm going to say that Davante Adams is the best receiver in football.
Whoa,
the guy last year had a downgraded quarterback from Aaron Rodgers. He went to Derek Carr, and while Derek Carr is not necessarily on the level of Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, Derek Carr is still a quarterback that could get it done, and Davante Adams was seeing 15 targets a game at time. And no matter what route he runs, there's no defensive back in the league that could keep up with Davante Adams, in my opinion. But we're going to move on to our second topic now, and that's going to be...
Whoa. Davante Adams is a great receiver, don't get me wrong, but with Derek Carr, he's an average quarterback, yeah, but with all these great quarterbacks coming into the league, like Tua Tagovailoa and Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts, and Justin Herbert, etc., come on, Derek Carr isn't as average as he used to be. He's started going to the lower tier, and Davante Adams was very inconsistent. Yeah, he had games where he had 2 touchdowns or 100 yards, but he was very inconsistent. He was average at best last year. He didn't play well the entire season. That's why he's not the number 1 receiver in the league.
I would argue that he's definitely better than A.J. Brown, but there's obviously a debate, and that's why we're doing this. But we're going to move on again now to our second topic. Which NFL team will take the biggest jump this season from a team that not necessarily performed last year, but we expect to this year? Alex, we'll start with you this time.
So this is actually a weird one. I was really impressed this offseason. This is definitely a sleeper right here, is the Steelers. They actually got some depth at cornerback. I know last year they struggled a lot with their corners, giving up big plays and stuff. I think they answered that in the draft, drafting Joey Porter Jr. And then they got they upgraded the offensive line. They got around 2 or 3 offensive linemen in free agency. A big pick in Broderick Jones in the NFL draft. I think that was definitely a big upgrade for their offensive line. I think that their team's obviously really good. They got a young second-year quarterback in Kenny Pickett. I think that he's going to take a big jump, and especially how bad the offense performed last year with not a good offensive coordinator. I think that's all you can really add, especially with the rookie quarterback too. His receivers were okay last year, but I definitely think that he'll take a big step. I think his receivers, Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, and they got Allen Robinson. So I think all of them will definitely take a big step in this year's season.
Ryan, what are your thoughts?
I really kind of like that pick, and while I don't necessarily disagree with that pick, this can be very hard, with room to improve with the AFC, because every AFC team really got better, and none of them really got worse. Maybe you could say the Chiefs a little bit, but not really. Every team in the AFC is just way too dominant. It's going to have to be an NFC team for me, and in my opinion, it's going to be the Detroit Lions. Yeah, they won't have to deal with Aaron Rodgers this year, And also, they can make the play, especially with the great get in C.J. Gardner-Johnson, the interception leader last year. I mean, Jared Goff is coming into another year, and now he's finally proven himself, and the Lions want to have him at quarterback. Yeah, they drafted Hendon Hooker, but will he really be a starter this year? No, absolutely not.
I just want to say this real quick. Last year, the Lions did not really have to deal with Aaron Rodgers because he beat him twice last year. So, but that was definitely a good pick, though.
And they had to deal with the Vikings, but they were a very inconsistent team. But now, I think the Lions have the sky's the limit. It has to be an NFC team.
Without going into depth, I'm going to tell you that my answer would be the Houston Texans because of a first-year head coach, D'Amico Ryans. But that's all the time we have for today. I'm part of the interruption. For all of us here, Ryan, Alex, my name is Noah, and we hope you enjoyed this